Hey folks, and now we're going to be talking about the anxiety, okay? So now we're going to be talking about, anxiety, how stressful it is, and how everything it is. So now it's about, how being more anxiety, having more anxiety, is about overthinking on something, and all this stuff, talking it's going to talk about more stressfulness, more lightheadedness in here. And so here we go. So now, how anxiety causes chest pain. When you're anxious, your brain sends a surge of adrenaline and cortisol through your body. These hormones immediately trigger a rapid rise in your heart rate and blood pressure. As a result, many people experience chest pain and sweating or have a hard time breathing. That can happen that way. Just letting you know. Then over here, struggling with anxiety. Grab our 3 most popular anxiety management tools and shut down anxious thinking. So now over here, because I did a screenshot of this, that was a message that I saw on Facebook. Because I did a screenshot of it on my phone. So now over here. So now this is the picture right here. And here it says causes of anxiety. And over here is unaddressed stress. And over here, this is chronic illness. And over here, this is trauma. And over here, this is other mental health concerns. Over here, this is called other mental health concerns. So that's what it is, folks. Okay? So it is. And over here, this is the so I already took the second screenshot picture, and this is a third screenshot picture right here. So now, this one, it says 18 consequences of high functioning anxiety. And then next, it says consequences of high functioning anxiety. So that's what it is, folks. And over here, it's going to be a long story of this here. Why do I have heart palpitations at night? Why it happens, symptoms, causes and risk factors, treatment and prevention, diagnosis, underlying conditions, takeaway. Most people don't notice their heartbeat, but some people may experience heart palpitations, which are sensations that feel like your heart is pounding or racing. It's possible to experience heart palpitations at any time of day. However, some people may notice them more often or exclusively at night. Here's what to know about heart palpitations felt at night. Why do I only get heart palpitations at night? Heart palpitations at night involve feeling a strong pulse in your chest. Wow. Okay. Neck or head after you lie down to sleep. While these may seem unsettling, they're usually not a sign of anything serious. Heart palpitations when lying down at night. If you sleep on your side, you may be more susceptible to heart palpitations at night due to the way your body bends and pressure builds up internally. Another factor to consider when experiencing palpitations at night is that they may be happening all day without you noticing. In this case, you might notice them at night due to lower noise levels and reduced distractions while you lie in bed. What are the symptoms of heart palpitations? The symptoms of heart palpitations can be concerning if they're unexpected or you haven't experienced them before. These symptoms include the feeling of an irregular pulse or that your heart stopped briefly, a sensation of fluttering in your chest, a fast or pounding heart rate. That's what it does. Yeah, I was feeling that way. Short and infrequent palpitations at night are usually not a cause for alarm. Generally speaking, heart palpitations are usually harmless. However, you should seek immediately medical attention if you experience heart palpitations along with any of the following symptoms. Shortness of breath, fainting or loss of consciousness. Wow, that can happen. Chest pain, feeling lightheaded. Heart palpitations at night. Heart palpitations feel like your heart is pounding, fluttering, skipping a beat, or doing a flip in your chest. Heart palpitations at night usually aren't harmful. Many factors, including alcohol, caffeine, nicotine, stress, or hormones, can cause them. Less often they result from a health condition such as heart disease or a thyroid disorder. Thyroid disorder. Never heard of that. What are heart palpitations? And what are heart palpitations at night? Heart palpitations feel like your heart is pounding, racing, or beating quickly. It can also feel like your heart is skipping a beat or like you have an extra heartbeat. Palpitations make you aware of your heart rate. You may feel your heart beating in your chest, but it's also common to feel it beating in your neck or throat. Heart palpitations can happen anytime, including at night or when you're resting during the day. They can be scary, but they aren't usually dangerous. Many people have the same heart palpitations during the day, but don't notice because they're busy. In the chest, but it's also common to feel it beating in your neck or throat. Heart palpitations. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. All right, I already read that part. Heart palpitations can happen anytime, including at night or when you're resting during the day. They can be scary, but they aren't usually dangerous. Many people have the same heart palpitations during the day, but don't notice because they're busy. Less commonly, heart palpitations at night can be signs of a serious health condition, such as arrhythmia, abnormal heart rhythm. If your heart often races when you lie down, you should see your provider for an examination. Get help right away if you have palpitations and trouble breathing or chest pain. How common are heart palpitations at night? Heart palpitations are very common. They happen to many people throughout the day, but you're more likely to notice heart palpitations when you aren't distracted. You might sense them when you're sitting still, resting, or lying down. Symptoms and causes. What are the symptoms of heart palpitations at night? When you lay down, you may feel fluttering. Some people describe this sensation as a flapping or fluttery feeling in the chest. Your heart may feel like it's doing flips. Irregular heart rate. It might feel like your heart is beating out of rhythm, skipping a beat or speeding up and slowing down. It can also seem like your heart stops for a second or two. Pounding. You might feel like your heart is beating very hard or forcefully. Some people who have heart pounding say they can hear it beating in their ears. What causes heart palpitations at night? Usually, heart palpitations are harmless and don't result from an underlying health problem. They happen when the heart beats out of rhythm or contracts, beats too soon. Providers call this a premature ventricular contraction, PVC, or premature atrial contraction, PAC. Nearly everyone has a PVC or PAC from time to time, but not everyone feels them. Some people get heart palpitations when lying down because of the position in which they sleep. Sleeping hunched over on your side can increase pressure inside your body, causing causing palpitations. Many other common causes of heart palpitations include anxiety, stress, and depression. Heart palpitations are common during a panic attack. That's what happens. Dehydration and electrolyte imbalances. Electrolytes are minerals in the body. They control your heart's rhythm. Drugs, including diet pills and nasal and decongestants. Decongestants, that contain and the pseudo. Wow. Okay. I might need to get a phone here. Hold on for a second. I need a pronunciation with this word. All right, so here we go. So here, what is pseudoephedrine? All right, well, dang, it doesn't have the audio there, so I don't know how am I gonna pronounce that. Oh well, I'll just move on. Pseudoephedrine. Don't know that, but okay. And the nicotine can also cause heart palpitations, extra weight, and obesity. People who carry extra weight have a higher risk of abnormal heart rhythms. and heart disease. Wow. Okay. Fever, hormonal changes during menopause. menopause, and changes that happen to the body during pregnancy. Heart palpitations during pregnancy are very common and usually harmless. Some food and drinks, including alcohol, caffeine, and chocolate foods that are high in carbohydrates, sodium, salt, sugar, or fat can lead to heart palpitations. Less commonly, heart palpitations result from a health condition or disorder including anemia, low red blood cell count, heart disease, including heart attack, heart failure, or cardiomyopathy. Cardiomyopathy, heart rhythm problems, arrhythmias, including atrial and the fibrillation, AFib, AFib, atrial fibrillation. Never heard of that. Tachycardia, fast heart rate, and bradycardia, slow heart rate. Hypotension, low blood pressure, or hypoglycemia, low blood sugar. Metabolic syndrome, and the myocarditis, myocarditis. That's a new word. Inflammation of the heart's muscles that results from a viral infection. Thyroid problems such as hyperthyroidism. Structural problems in the heart, including valve disease. Structural problems in the heart, including valve disease. Wow. Huh. Sounds pretty crazy there. How do healthcare providers diagnose heart palpitations at night? Your provider will ask about your symptoms and listen to your heart. They may recommend a blood test, complete blood count, or a CBC to look for anemia or infection. A blood test can also show signs of a vitamin deficiency or a problem with your thyroid. To monitor your heart rate, they may do an electrocardiogram, EKG, or ECG. This test measures your heart rate using sensors that attach to your skin. They may ask you to lie down during the test, which usually takes about 15 minutes. Many times an EKG doesn't detect heart palpitations. You might not have an irregular heartbeat during the test. If this electrocardiogram, EKG, or ECG, this test measures your heart rate using sensors that attach to your skin. They may ask you to lie down during the test, which usually takes about 15 minutes. Many times an EKG doesn't detect heart palpitations. You might not have an irregular heartbeat during the test. If this happens, your provider may recommend an ambulatory electrocardiogram, such as a Holter monitor. You wear this device for up to a week as you go about your daily activities. It records your heart rate and any regular heartbeats and stores the information for your provider to review. I had that. I'm going to show you. See? I had this before. I have this Holter monitor on my chest. How to manage heart palpitations at night? Most of the time, heart palpitations at night don't require treatment, especially if they only happen occasionally. You may be able to relieve heart palpitations at night yourself. If your heart is racing at night, you should breathe deeply. Try pursed lip breathing techniques, which involve long, deep breaths. You can also meditate and try other relaxation techniques to reduce stress. Drink a glass of water. If you're dehydrated, your heart has to work harder to pump blood. Roll over or get up and walk around. A change of position might be all you need to relieve heart palpitations. Try rolling over in bed, sitting up, or going for a short walk around the room while taking deep breaths. So, if I had some anxiety, otherwise I'd be like, you hold your breath. All right, that's what you got to do. You hold your breath. Like, take a deep breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's all you got to do. All right, folks. I'm going to do the next video. Stay tuned.